What is up, everybody? It's your boy Tony El Tony Boy, back at it again with another review. Today we'll be reviewing Infinity Pool, a movie that is quite surprising for a lot of people, including myself. I heard about this movie maybe a month ago. I feel like this is one of those movies that is following on like Hereditary's Midsummer steps, where it's a slow burner that it just descends into chaos in the most subtle way, but not particularly because of one thing, but because of many things, right? At the beginning of the movie, they throw you this little bit of information that you think that's the whole point of the movie, right? You say like, oh my god, they did this, right? Now probably the plot is this, and then suddenly there comes this other thing that happens, and in reality, what you initially thought was the reason the movie was going to be horror is not exactly the reason it's horror at all. It's just a complementary thing. It honestly, this movie is more confusing than anything else, but I don't think that is a bad thing at all. It's confusing because there's so much shit happening. There's so much information being dumped, and so many characters are doing shit that it's kind of hard to follow up. At least in my opinion. Maybe I'm just retarded, but there was points in this movie where I was just like completely lost and questioning what the fuck is happening, especially, it's not really a spoiler, but especially towards the midway of the movie. I feel like after the midpoint of the movie is where I started going like, what the fuck am I watching? I mean, shit, we saw a fucking psychedelic orgy. Like, I mean, like, I'm all up for it. I mean, fuck. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was long as fuck. That shit was long as a motherfucker, dude. I was confused. I was like, are we done? Like, nah, damn, bro. Shit. Like, past that point, I felt like I understood James as a character, which is played by Alexander Skarsgård. I understood him, but at the same time, he just kept confusing me by his decisions and why exactly was he doing the things he was doing. Maybe it's because of acceptance, the first time he felt accepted, or anything like that. I'm not particularly sure, but you know, towards the end of the movie, especially the end of the movie, I was just completely confused by James' decisions itself. And Gavi, played by Maya Goth, was honestly such a good character. I really like the, you know, she this is, I can't say spoilers, but here, I'll give you a spoiler warning. I'll give you a spoiler warning right now because I really want to talk about this. She was giving me Makima vibes. You know what I'm saying, from Chainsaw Man? She was giving me them vibes, and I kind of like that. I kind of like that, dude. Honestly, it's just my goth. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is extremely talented, and every time she was on screen, she was fucking killing it. Even with her looks alone, she didn't have to say shit. This movie is just a complete experience. Whether you like it or not, whether you were understanding the movie or the ending or all of that, it's still a very enjoyable film to watch. And that is something not many films can do, especially doing this elevated horror type shit. Like, you know, we are deep, we are woke, we hide things in the plot in order for you to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was very good, and I feel like it's one of those horror films that's like elevated horror, like how people fucking call it nowadays, that is like pretty much presentable to like normal viewers, like Fast and Furious enjoyers, and people that say that Avatar is good. It's just that good, you know what I'm saying? It's that enjoyable. And the fact of the matter is, whether you get confused or not, or whether you understand the movie or not, it's one of those movies that leave you talking, and I feel like that's very healthy. All in all, I really do think that this movie is very good, and I absolutely recommend it to especially horror fans, but honestly just anybody at all. Like, it's a good watch. It explores that, you know, typical now trend. Now basically it's a trend because almost every movie does this, the fuck the rich motto. It explores it very well, and it does it very well too, because you don't, I mean, you did see it coming, but you didn't expect it. So it's pretty surprising, but it does make sense why they threw that in there, because, you know. So all in all, I give this movie 8.5 inches out of 10. Like, this movie is very good. I absolutely recommend it, and I honestly, I'm gonna give it a second watch. I'm not even gonna lie. The movie was that good, in my opinion. It was a great watch. It was just enjoyable. The descending into madness because of the slow burn shit, it was great. Like, how everything became chaotic and how the plot just kept like layering was just great. And then there's this question you leave yourself thinking throughout the whole movie. In fact, I'm thinking about it right now, but I can't really say it, whether it is true or not. That's one of the main reasons I want to watch this movie again, because there's this thought that was presented by one of the characters at the start of the movie that pretty much just stuck with me throughout the whole movie, but we never got a concrete answer on it. So I feel like that was very interesting how they just present that idea and then they just let it float, because it led me thinking, and it still leaves me thinking right now whether or not that idea was true or not. So I absolutely recommend this movie, and I really hope you watch it. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys next time in either Knock in the Cabin, or Quantum Mania. So yeah, peace out, guys.